Hey, what's up, guys? Little man with a big opinion here. I apologize for not having made videos in a while. Midterms and packing to move definitely take up a lot more time than it should. Uh, but today's video is going to be short, sweet, and to the point. Uh, the only thing I ask of you is share it with your friends and family that you believe are as passionate about what I'm going to talk about. Uh, and will, further the cause. As a prepper, uh, the videos that do the best, the funnest videos, the coolest videos, are the ones that involve firearms. Um, Partially due to the zombie movies that you watch, the apocalypse movies. You've got people that take over a gun store and just, mow down the bad guy. And even within prepping, it's a very important part of what you're doing. Um, the top, three or four things are, food, water, shelter, and security. And most of the videos, excuse me, most of the videos you watch, um, food and water are, top tier requirements. But all of those four things really, coexist as important. And right now in the nation, there are certain political adversaries that want to take away certain firearms, certain aspects of being able to defend yourself. And of course, I'm out of water and I got a scratchy throat. And my big philosophy on that is no one ever stops with one or one type of firearm or one category within, you know, your Second Amendment. And this goes a bit further than, prepping. There is a large community of people that don't really prep, but, the point of them having a firearm is dealing with a tyrannical government. The point of them having a firearm is live their normal lives, but it's self-defense. Some people do it for a sport. It's not just the prepper community that is being hurt with the suggested legislation and the stuff that's on the books right now and stuff that's getting voted for. But as a prepper, let's say, they say crime is such a big issue and it's the AR-15's fault. It's the 30-round magazine's fault. In my humble opinion, you taking away one tool from, evil within someone isn't going to stop them. You take away one object that they can use to harm someone and they're going to use a different one. You know, I've seen the example of, you're inside of a prison, you're secluded from the outside world. You don't have access to nearly as much stuff, and they still find ways to make weapons and harm each other. If we want to get religious on this, Cain used a rock. God didn't blame the rock. He blamed, the evil within Cain. And so, hypothetically, what will happen in this situation is if something were to get banned, you're taking away a tool of destruction and, violence, according to certain people in politics. They're going to use something else. And then they're going to say, this item is a really big problem. We need to get rid of this. And then it just goes further and further. You know, oh, we said 30 rounds. Well, maybe we should limit it to 5. You know, maybe we should limit it to, you know, a shotgun, or maybe we should take out certain calibers because they do more damage. And it's something that isn't all going to happen at once. You'll be slowly eroded from it. You know, one little thing at a time, until you get to a point where there's nothing left. And as a prepper, I don't like that. As someone that leans somewhat libertarian, I don't like people dictating what I can and cannot use to defend myself, my family, and my friends. So, for all of you that watch these videos, if you took 5 minutes out of your day, sent an email or a letter to your representatives saying, I think this stuff is baloney. You know, don't pass that kind of stuff. It does make a difference. Everything that I've watched and read online is there is one Democrat that is, you know, very Second Amendment friendly. I think he's in Maine, and has said in the past he won't vote on taking away firearms. And he's getting a lot of flack from, you know, his other colleagues. He's getting a lot of mail and pushing from, you know, gun right or anti-gun groups, you know, like Moms Against Violence and stuff like that. And from everything that I can see in the government, he is really the only person that can keep this from being a tiebreaker and some of this stuff passing. So just because he's not your representative doesn't mean you can't call, email, send a letter, and hopefully not get this stuff passed. Because, like I said, it's not going to stop at one thing. And if you believe in prepping the way I do, selecting your main rifle to defend yourself, it's a pretty popular choice between the big gun that they want to get rid of and, you know, the secondary choice of like an AK or something else within the AR platform. And if we want to get technical, you know, the Constitution says shall not be infringed. And even with the machine gun ban, it specifically says, you know, a assault weapon or a machine gun is you pull the trigger and it continuously fires. Instead of a select fire, you pull, release the trigger, you shoot 1 round. You pull, you release the trigger, you shoot 1 round. Just because it looks very similar to a, you know, Colt M4 or a Colt M16 doesn't mean it's the same thing. The big definition thing, other than the pull of the trigger, is having selective fire, which would mean something other than semi and safe. It would include burst or full auto. So, contact your representatives, share the video with your friends and family, and we really got to step up and defend this stuff now, because it's not looking good for the next 4 or so years. Hopefully 2, depending on if we can get stuff flipped in the midterm elections, but you never know. If you like me doing these kind of update videos on your Second Amendment rights, then I can kind of lean towards that for a little bit instead of doing prepping videos. But, you know, after this video goes up, I've got 5 or 6 ideas for the next video for the next few weeks. So, like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.